Greetings and welcome, everyone. It's All You Can Geek Moviecast, episode 653. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gass, joined by Mike Sneedy,
What's up?
Corey Feinsod,
Hey, hey.
and Tony Kokonakis.
Ahoy.
Welcome, listeners and viewers. Your screens may not be broken tonight. We have some pretty bad storms going on in our area here. It is nasty. So if any of us lock up, we apologize. This is Mother Nature's doing, not our own here.
Yeah.
Plus, if we just go blank and someone lost power, because it's pretty nasty outside.
Yeah.
There was a lightning bolt that actually hit a tree across the street. It was pretty impressive. It was a loud crack. The loudest
Dude,
crack I've
last
ever heard.
night, did you guys, I don't know if you, Tony, but like there was like a huge, like around 12 o'clock, a huge thunder crack.
That was your house, man.
Mike?
It just
When
happened
I was driving home at 11:30 or so, I just saw lightning constantly in the sky
Yeah.
at that point.
It was bad.
Everybody in my office was like, did you guys hear that? It's like, oh, heck yeah, I did. It woke me up.
The rain is just the worst. My house is it's not a basement. I'm on a slab, but when the water is halfway up that slab, I'm like, oh crap, it's coming. It's close to my, it's close. But yeah, it's a little nerve wracking with this flooding, but got another day of it still. I think. Yeah, fun times. But welcome, guys. We're live on Twitch Tuesday night starting 8 o'clock. Come and join the conversation. It's a lot of fun. Let me get our stream open now because I got notified because I subscribed to our Twitch channel. And I get notified when we go live. So I join us here and we can have some conversations. If you miss us live, though, we're always on YouTube as well. So subscribe to that channel. Feel free to leave us a comment over there. Have a lot of fun. Give us a thumbs up and a like and subscription, and we love that. Thanks, guys. All right, this is the Moviecast, folks. We have some good, not some good news, I guess. I don't know, man. Mike, I do think, and I'm ready to concede this, I do think you are correct on Indiana Jones. It is tracking like crap. Man,
I've been calling that one out. What are you talking about?
I know, but I'm giving Mike.
You're an extremist, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but
I'm giving Mike the same thing. We've all been saying it's been.
I'm giving Mike some credit because
I like that the movie exists. I'm almost interested in seeing it. Probably not, but I just didn't think it was gonna do like.
I think
great.
You were the only one, Jim, that said this movie was going to be successful.
Yeah, no, I think I am.
Well, I mean, in any case, like
Mike was the recent one last week who was saying it's going to open under the Flash, and it has a good chance of doing so. Actually, I believe Mike went on the record saying it's opening under the Flash. I don't believe you two, either of you, said that. Just for the record. So I do believe Mike's going to be correct. But man, the box office.
I've been saying they're both going to bomb in 1 out of 2 so far.
Yeah, I mean, and I think you're gonna get 2 out of 2.
I definitely am getting 2 out of 2.
The number one movie in the country last week, Spider-Man. That's right. The movie's been out for multiple weeks.
What? That's weird.
Took the throne as
no way, Jim. You must be looking at an old post.
I give Elemental some credit though, because that 38% drop, it gave Spider-Man a run for the money. It almost made number 1 after
you're
opening
giving it credit for. This is like a participation medal here? Like, what the heck are we doing?
Essentially, Disney's very pissed that movie did what it did.
I mean, you can give it credit for not being good and letting Spider-Man be better.
Just because it's not doing well does not mean it's not good. I've heard very good things about that movie, but I just know that it's very
formulaic is what I hear.
Formulaic. That's where I was getting to. Very formulaic as well, which we've all seen and done that dance many times. So, but there's your number 2 movie at 18. Let's see, The Flash. At 15.1, a 73% drop, 72.5. But it did beat out No Hard Feelings for the number 3 spot, just barely. So yeah, this movie tracking behind Green Lantern from 12 years ago. So that's not good. But guys, to give some credit where credit's due, I was driving today considering our of the years, which are coming up in 6 months. We got a while yet, and right now, I do think my disappointing movie is not The Flash. I think it's Black Adam right now. I really do.
Well, I mean, I think we all were expecting terrible things from The Flash, but hoping for the best.
Yes.
At the same time, it's still disappointing, Jim.
I'm wearing my hope shirt. It just means hope.
Well, Tony obviously knew or felt or sensed or whatever you want.
I knew.
So
you peeked into the future. Had a little bit of that
so just some Flash stats.
It's not the worst drop off ever though. It's
No,
still Morbius,
Morbius
but
holds
just
that
under
record.
Morbius, just under.
It's impressive that Morbius holds that record. That's crazy. But the Flash,
It's more impressive that they put that movie back out in the theater.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Well, that's because it was memed, and I think somebody was like, "Wait, maybe
we got hype. We got hype.
The TikTokers are talking about us."
Yeah. No, I will get like the Flash is going to be in the record books. Unfortunately, not in the way that they wanted to. It's going to be one of those.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's unfortunate because Flash again is not.
Is it unfortunate?
Yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate because they didn't make a good movie that they could have made. Like I said,
See, you guys, I don't know. I'm sorry to call you guys out, but you guys keep making excuses for WB, and I've been calling this shit for 6 years. I even went back to the Justice League podcast and said, "Ask for better." 6 years ago, we haven't gotten better.
And I just said last week I was doing that, Tony. I was finally on board because
I was finally on board after 6 years. I was on board with you.
You know what? I wanted Ben Affleck's Batman. I wanted
you did. I know you did.
Superman.
I
wanted this universe to work, and I wanted to see good things from it. I was like, you know what? Okay, let's keep it going. Let's see if we can push something out there that's actually going to be good. And like with Flash, I was excited. I was like, all right, let's see if they can do it. People are hyping it up. Probably get paid, but you know what? Maybe there's some truth to this. And then they put out a movie that's not up to where it needs to be at all. Especially when you have a Spider-Man movie that came out.
For the record, like what you linked, by the way, our old podcast episode, I would do it all over again. I stand by I stand by the hope and wanting it to have a great universe for the DC universe. I stand by it.
You would go through almost a decade of just misery.
Yep. I do it again. I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
I'm excited for Superman Legacy.
I mean, hey, look, some of you are into pain. That's fine.
We had Aquaman. Those were
like most of these movies more than what we've had otherwise.
I mean, yeah, I know. Like
that's fine. Personal taste is fine, but like, I just don't see how you can be like, wow, I'm so happy. My favorite characters and franchises are suffering and doing horrible.
I'm not saying I'm happy. I'm saying I do it again. I'd take the chances again. Is what I'm saying. I would not be instantly like absolutely hating the universe. I'm excited.
Well, you gotta hope that stuff comes out. Like you want to see movies.
Like, I mean, Superman Legacy obviously is in the news today. They announced their Superman and Lois, which just tying this in. We'll get into what we've been up to in just a second, but just to keep this rolling in the same universe here. Yeah, James Gunn taps David Corenswet and Rachel Brosnahan.
British guy again? Do we know that?
More than likely, he looks British to me. So he definitely has a younger Cavill look.
Who is he in like some like political movie or something, right?
Never seen him before. I've heard of her name before.
I don't know who she is.
I don't really know who she is, but I've heard her name before.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it's a cast. How can you say you like it? You have to see what the product is. But again, like that news comes out, I'm excited. Let's go. Let's see what what James Gunn can do for the DC universe when he has full control. And again, Suicide Squad, not a great movie either. But let's just give him all control. Let's see what he can do on his own. Let's see what he can do.
He was born in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, so not a British guy.
Wow.
Yep.
There you go.
Was he born and raised in West Philadelphia?
Maybe.
So no, I still have, again, back to the Superman. I wore this on purpose.
I mean, the thing is, you can't do worse. I mean, it would be hard to do worse than what you guys have been getting. So, you should be excited. You're gonna finally get better.
Maybe.
I doubt it.
Okay. All right. Okay. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. It is. Who wants to bet that Superman Legacy is going to do better than $55 million opening weekend? I'll take that bet right now. I will take that bet right now.
I don't care about these popularity contests anymore. I don't give a shit.
Popularity contests? This is box office success.
I don't care what the box office is. I don't care. I care about what I want to see.
I don't care.
As far as the movie goes, I don't care about the box office. Obviously, it has to be successful if we want to get more. I get that. But I'm just saying, for me, I want to see a movie that's actually going to be worth watching, even if it's not successful at the box office.
Sure. Well, okay, so what do you want to? You want to bet that it's going to have a better Rotten Tomato score? I'll bet that.
I mean, Flash didn't have a bad Rotten Tomato score compared to other DC movies, which is
no, I know, but I would still bet it's better than the average of the DCEU.
The average or Flash?
The average. Because average.
Oh, well,
I mean, I would bet that too. It's gonna have.
Like we're talking about the Flash.
I'll do either or. What do you want? What do you want?
Licensed music. It's gonna have the cute animal partner. It's gonna be Guardians of Superman, and everyone loves that.
I mean, James Gunn has to by default be better,
fresh.
but it's gonna be interesting to see because if they're gonna try to keep everything, because like they're already talking about with this movie, he's coming into a universe with superheroes already,
right.
Which we're talking these freaking guys that you said just you got. I've said it before too, and obviously you've been saying it for 6 years, but you have to cut loose what
I agree.
had in the past.
I agree.
But they're not. They're not doing it. So
Maybe,
if they're not going to do it, you're still held up by the
I still think there's wiggle room for him to see these results and be like, actually, we have to like fully cut this off because I get, you know, we can go back to the Black Adam thing, and that, you know, may have hurt Black Adam this movie, but now with the Flash and you know, we still have Blue Beetle and Aquaman 2.
Supposed to be its own
No, I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
they're talking about Batman in the trailer, Jim.
Yes, but I heard that was going to get cut.
Oh, it's in the freaking trailer.
Batman can exist, and it doesn't necessarily need to be the same universe. I mean, they've mentioned Batman and other DC.
But I think
that's not related.
I think all that was just kind of, you know, blowing smoke because, okay, let's take a look. All right, we've already had rumors that what's his name? Jason Momoa is going to be Lobo or another character, right?
Lobo, yes.
Margot Robbie is all but confirmed for Fantastic Four now. So who would they keep? Gal Gadot? Like that's it?
Well, she's big. Like the rumors are she's coming back.
Yeah, that's it. Is that the only character that we have?
Right. Well, they're gonna bring back Momoa, which is stupid. It's like you're gonna cut these characters. Cut the actors too. You got to get rid of them. That's my opinion.
No, I agree with that.
As well as Lobo.
I think he'd be an awesome Lobo, but it's too late. Like it's like he's.
Why do we need Lobo? Lobo's a shitty character.
I'm not saying he's not, Mike. I'm just telling you that he's not. He wouldn't be a bad cast for that. But I'm saying that maybe this is not over with yet, Corey. Maybe they are going to clean cut.
It's obviously.
Maybe they're not. Obviously, they're not trying to tank their universe as much as people want them to say they are. Like everybody said, okay, they made the announcement and the Flash did so bad because of this. But they also didn't say that they were not going to cast him again. They also didn't say Jason Momoa's out yet. They're holding all this back to those movies launch, and then it's going to be, hey, guess what? Everybody's fired. This is all new after this. I bet you.
Probably because we've,
Corey froze. Corey froze.
Yeah,
that's a shame.
Corey got struck by lightning. Sorry, Corey. Anyways, as I'm having a direct conversation question with him. But anyways, all right. So there's your box office. Opening this week is Indiana Jones. Will be the number one movie, but we're open to 55 million, 60 million. What do you guys think?
I'll go 50.
I said less, so I'll say 50 even, yeah.
I'm going to go high still. I'm going 70 because it's not going to. But
okay, hold on. So this is pseudo holiday weekend, so I'll say 3-day. I'll do 3-day 55. But I think with the 4-day, 40. Yeah, no. Absolutely, it's still bad. Don't get me wrong.
Did you see? How do you have a $300 million budget? How is that possible?
I mean, Harrison Ford probably wanted like at least 10 million, 20 million.
Oh, more. Yeah, I'm guessing he can 20 million.
But I cannot wait until after Indiana Jones comes out and bombs, so I can finally be like, look, nobody fucking cared about Michael Keaton returning as Batman. Nobody fucking cared as Harrison Ford coming back as Indiana Jones. Nobody fucking gives a fuck. Because you guys all fought me on this. You all fought me.
Yeah, we did. I still thought Harrison Ford would draw, but
no, nobody gives a fuck, dude.
Who's fought you on that, Tony? I didn't fight you on that.
I did.
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe Corey. Maybe. No, Corey. You were with me on Indiana Jones, but I specifically remember you guys all fighting with me for Michael Keaton Batman. I said nobody fucking gives a fuck.
Yep.
I mean, I was excited for it, but I didn't argue that the kids' generation.
That's what I said. I was like, nobody around our generation, nobody younger than us, is gonna care. And you're like, I don't know.
You're back in spirit form only, Corey. We don't have any video from you, but
all right.
Spirit form only. That's okay. That's okay.
Corey's voice it might screw things up.
Corey's voice. Your voice is nice and soothing, man. Just keep it. It's all good. Yeah. So let's get into what we've been watching, though. Mike, what have you been watching? Anything good?
I watched the finale of Titans.
They lost me.
What?
I can see
you. I see you.
Here. Yeah, Jim's
you're
here,
looking
but
down.
I think he lost himself.
Jim lost himself.
I am frozen.
You're frozen.
But your voice is still there. Can you hear us, Jim?
No. Okay, now we go.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It's the weather, man. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, so I watched the finale of Titans. It was okay. It wasn't great. It was clear it was going to be like more of a season-ish finale, and then they just added some little nonsense on the end to try to wrap things up very quickly.
This is
It's whatever.
Series finale?
Yeah.
Gotta be, yeah.
Jesus.
That's it, man.
So we'll see if Doom Patrol ends better. That was always the more,
So do you guys
high concept one. So that one might have a little more of an artistic exit than Titans.
Now, Mike, this may not be the end of these series because apparently WB is shopping the DC.
I mean, I don't. I don't care what WB says or does. All these news about it. It's all goes back and forth. Nothing matters. Nothing's confirmed. Nothing is committed to. It's all a myth.
But honestly, Mike, you're not doubting that they're not shopping their TV properties. Like Netflix is looking at maybe doing a show. You're not. You really. I mean,
we already have confirmation of this. That Batman show is going to Amazon.
Okay.
Well, actually, it's an indicator too. That is getting.
That's what I'm saying. Like your shows may not be dead like you think. They may just shop. Maybe like
these live action shows are dead. Trust me, they're not gonna. No one's gonna spend money on them anymore.
They're definitely dead.
I'm just trying to give them a little hope. That's all. But,
don't give them.
I mean, listen. I don't.
He's had enough of that.
I don't need any more Titans. Honestly, it was fine.
Dragging the episode down, guys. Come on, let's go. Let's get some hopeful episodes.
I'm happy. What are you talking about? I'm getting everything I wanted.
Yeah, you want to watch the world burn.
The DC world? Yes, absolutely. It's already on fire.
Watching the world burn.
You guys fought me on that. I was like, worldwide audience is rejecting this. I got eye rolls.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
Anyways, all right. What
is
else,
that you guys or is that me?
Not me.
I heard something. I thought it was through yours.
I think it was sirens. We have flood warnings going on. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, give us what you've been up to before you get kicked off here.
Let's see. Gundam, the series season or series, we're not sure yet. It's coming up. This is the second to last episode, so will be interesting to see. But yeah, they did a great job overall. Really excited to see how they end it, because it's one of those things where like I think it's too popular that they want to do more. Where it's like, shit, we've reached record new heights. We can't just give up on this. So.
Like historically, all the Gundam series are very short. Like they are like 2 or maybe 3 seasons tops.
Well, yeah. Traditionally, you get like around 50 episodes or so, but this was only marked for 24, right? So
okay.
So I think we might not get the next season for a couple of years, but I can't imagine them being like, yeah, we just want to leave all this on the table, while the iron's hot. But other than that, I've been rewatching the back half of Ted Lasso season 2 with a friend. Nice. So we can watch season 3 together and stuff like that. And man, awesome. I love that show. I really do.
It's so good too.
It's so good. I don't know who's writing it. I should pay attention to the writers, but I hope whatever they work on next is equally as good.
2 is just like peak. I mean, 3 is fine, but 2 is.
Just don't tell me that.
3 is good. I'm not trying to over.
3 yet?
I finished 3. I'm just trying.
No, I haven't watched 3 yet.
I'm just trying not to overhype it for you. That's all. I don't want to.
Okay,
say it's amazing.
That's fine.
Yeah. So we'll see what you think.
But
I don't want.
They're all really good.
I never mind. I'm trying not to overhype it for Tony, so
that's fine
on purpose. So we're going to spin off of that, I'm sure, but we'll see. We'll see. So Corey, what have you been watching?
I just watched Secret Invasion.
Nice. How was that? I heard it was slow.
Slow? I mean, it's one episode.
Yeah, I heard.
Wait, they only released one episode? Not 2?
Yeah. It's a 55-minute episode, though.
It's an hour. I don't know if that matters, but I don't know how long they're supposed to be. So, I mean, I figured each episode would be an hour. I don't know. Maybe they're half an hour.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a slow thriller. So, like, what are you expecting? Like, I don't know what people are, if they're complaining that it's slow, but that's exactly what this,
that's what it was marketed as. Like, I don't, like, the whole thing about Secret Invasion is that nobody believes it. Like, that's the whole point. Like, nobody believes it.
So, yeah, I mean, I thought it was really good at first episode. There are some shocking elements to it that I think they went for a little bit shock value for this first episode to get you going there.
I've been spoiled already about something, and I'm not even looking in these areas, so I don't know how that happened. But
again, then you're like wondering, oh, is that real? And then because like, is it real? Because all these things are here, all these shape-shifting people are here. It's like, what is actually happening with these people, and are they like, how how are they here and why they're bad. They explain it because in Captain Marvel, like, oh, all Skrulls are good. Like, okay, they're here. They just want to find a home.
They were not all good.
Yeah. Well, the whole thing is interesting is because the end of Captain Marvel directly ties into what's happening here is because it's been 30 years.
Right. So that's a long time. That is a long time.
They're like, where's our home, dude? You promised us a home. We don't have it, so we're taking yours.
Yep.
And that's essentially the idea here is that they are...
We like it so much. It's like, this is your planet?
They're fed up.
This is our planet.
Yeah. That sounds awesome.
So, yeah, and it's it doesn't have really anything to do with the Secret Invasion storyline in the comics. So they pull up maybe a few elements there, I would imagine, but this is its own thing.
That's what they always do. It's the premise. Like, I mean, Civil War wasn't actually like Civil War in the comics, you know, and stuff like that. But
I'd say Civil War is way more
thematically closer.
To what's happening here. This is like this one I think is way more leaning into that, you know, spy thriller that
that's fine.
You know, Captain America 2 was, and that Black Widow is. I think it's leaning way into that, and I
are you getting those vibes then? Captain or Winter Soldier vibes?
Yeah, no, I mean as far as like a more grounded, you know, boots on the ground, not like superhero flying superpower thing.
Because that was our consensus number one. Just
no, it is, yeah, and that's why I'm saying, yeah, and it's glad to see Fury back in this. I think he's doing some good stuff here, and yeah, I'm really excited to see where it goes because I think the first episode was really good.
Do you know how many episodes it's supposed to be? I forget if it's 8 or 10.
I don't think it's 10. I don't even think it's 10, so it might be 8, but we can do it live here.
Doing it live.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna check this out. I just I got looped into playing a lot of Zelda this week. So
good for you.
I did watch. Yeah, I know. I you know what's funny though? Like, I'm not where I was in the game, but I'm where I was in the game sort of. I didn't get any more temples though. I'll get into it in the game cast, but I have so much stuff that just happened.
6 episodes. I was gonna say. I felt like it was gonna be short.
You know,
hopefully they're all an hour. So
tangentially related. It's interesting because right before the podcast, I saw this thread about Secret Invasion, the premiere being like whatever rating wise, like lower than Ms. Marvel and stuff like that, and it got me wondering if this is a downfall or not like a downside to them doing the weekly content, right? Because like a slow burn show like this, like you're not gonna get that like
I was
water cooler, right? Exactly.
I don't know. I disagree because I feel like with this show specifically, there's a lot to discuss as far as the spy factor, and there's like, oh my gosh, this happened. Is it the Skrulls or is it not the Skrulls, and what's going on there?
No, I think for like people like us, yeah, it's probably better off like that. But I'm just saying for general audiences, right? Like it's not like a Stranger Things or Squid Games where it's just like dude, you got to watch this show, like just
right
because you know somebody binged it for over a weekend and like tells all their friends you need to binge watch this show, rather than like, oh well, this premiere, the first episode is really good.
Yeah,
no, I'm just throwing it out there, you know.
Exactly. Yeah, because I think we discussed this too with Scarlet Witch. Is like I don't think that would be a good binge show. I think that you wanted to have that slow burn with it.
No, I definitely said.
I'm just chime in here. You know, you're saying Churro's excited for this because of the comics, but it is its own thing. And I think that it's, you know, because you have your own thing here and you still have the comics, it's nice because you're gonna be able to go back to the comics if you want to have that story. But then this here is a different take on a Skrull invasion, and who knows, like, because you don't have the Spider-Woman, Jessica Drew, Skrull in place. We don't know yet. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows?
We'll see. Cool. We'll see how this. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna check it out definitely. I had
but it is slow. It is slow, and it's to its credit. Oops.
Oh, it's slow. Did anybody watch Avatar, the last one?
Yeah, Way of the Water. You talking
about?
No.
Yeah. No. How did that movie do $2.3 billion? And I don't know of anybody that's seen it now, except for myself, who just finally watched it. Like, I know nobody that watched this movie.
I know a couple people at my office watched it.
Like,
they went to the theaters too.
I accidentally made the wrong choice in my house of not putting an air conditioner in my window the day before I should have, so it was too hot and I couldn't sleep one night. So I turned the movie on, not realizing it was three and a half hours. Like 2:30 in the morning, finally came around. The movie ended. But I watched the whole movie that night, and
you didn't turn it off in the middle to go sleep.
No,
so, you're liking it, huh?
No, it was really slow in that middle. I was like, man, this is dragging, and And the premise is just absurd. Like it's just like let's tell another story because we want to and make more money, which is what every drive is. I get it, but like the premise of this movie is, and I'm not. There's no spoilers here for you guys. Don't worry about it. I'm not going to spoil this. But the premise is they have to leave their village, whatever the native species. I can't remember the name of them. Not the
Pandora?
Navi. Yeah, they have to leave the sky. Their islands in the sky because the sky people, the humans, came back, and they don't want to be hunted there and get their friends killed. So he makes a decision. My family and I, we have to leave to keep everybody safe. So they go to the sea people, but so they don't even know these people, and they're totally cool with bringing their shit to them, and they just assume everything's gonna be good, and they bring their war to the sea people.
Narrator voice. It was not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, whatever. I think internationally it overperformed, which carried the movie, which is fine. You know.
Internationally, it was like 1.6 million.
Yeah, billion. Only million. That would be a flash
really
disaster.
Bad. No, but I just don't see the like it looked amazing. Don't get me wrong, but I don't see what was so like you had to go check this movie out. Like I don't see it. Like I just never.
I don't know, man. I don't understand. I don't know a single person that's watched it.
It's phenomenal, because like with Maverick, it's like this is a fantastic movie, and it's not super long.
No, it's perfect length. Yeah.
And it felt like a summer blockbuster. And James Cameron, James Cameron makes great movies, but just nothing about it looked good.
It's very. Like, I watched the whole movie. The finale of the movie starts like it. The finale is an hour long. Like I was like, wait, how much time's left in this movie? Because something was happening, and I'm like, there's an hour left. This cannot be it. But it was an hour long. Like last finale thing. It was epic, I guess. But even that was kind of like very predictable and very like. I was like, oh, okay, this is exactly what I think was going to happen. I'm like, this is not like mind-bending, like, holy shit, I love this movie. It was like very generic. It was very generic. Best way to say it about the movie for me. I found it very generic.
At least the CGI was good.
Yeah, it looked amazing. But that's the biggest thing for me this week. Like I said, I kind of in between shows. I want to watch Secret Invasion. I meant to watch it, but I'm not sure watching anything else. So that's it. All right, let's get into a little bit of news. We talked a little bit about the DC universe already. I mentioned they're going to sell half of the studio's film and TV music publishing assets they're looking to. So that is including several Batman films, by the way. They're looking at selling.
The music.
No,
it's the music.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that, but they're also selling the publishing rights at TV music publishing. Got it. Okay. Sell half of the studio's film and TV music publishing assets. Okay, for $500 million. So, I mean, it's interesting. I guess it lets them use it. I don't know. I don't know what the market is out there, but they're shopping.
Somebody's got to pay for those bombs.
Yeah.
Back to back.
Yeah, and also in the DC universe, James Gunn tweeted out that the casting of Batman is still miles and miles away. Whatever that means.
It means he's focused on Superman and trying to bring back the DC universe from the dead.
Honestly, I think they
already have a Batman. They don't need to bring another one in right now.
Well, no, you're right. But I mean, the thing is, they already announced Batman: Brave and the Bold, right? But I think after this performance, you can't put that director back in charge.
I think they're really taking a serious consideration about what they.
You can't.
I'm really
right. You can't. You can't. That would be utterly stupid. Moronic. You just bombed one of the...
It's not even like, if he didn't come out and say he made those CGI choices, I would be still maybe okay with this. But the fact that he apparently made a creative decision to make the movie look as bad as it did.
I don't understand that, by the way. Not that I've been watching it, but somebody on Twitter uploaded that entire baby sequence, and I was just like...
Oh, you saw it.
How is this real? How is this real life?
The movie actually was uploaded to Twitter. They should have 20 more million actually this week because they have 1.7 views on Twitter.
Yeah, how many of those are the Snyder fans that want to hype the movie up to make it live? But
the Snyder fans hate this movie because it's not Snyder.
I think everybody just hates this movie.
I think that's what happened. It didn't appease the Snyderverse, and it didn't appease the new people that want something new. There's your problem.
It's all in between, I guess.
Yeah.
For people like me who like aspects of the Snyderverse, but doesn't care about Snyder, and
I mean, I like aspects too, Mike. I love Ben Affleck's Batman. He is my favorite. We're not getting any more. It's unfortunate. He was good in this too. They even did like weird CGI in his face too when he was riding that bike. That was weird.
Apparently, everything all of it was CGI. Like, God, what was it? They were doing more scenes with the. Somebody else uploaded another clip with the Flash, and they're like, yeah, they just CGI'd like their face on to Flash's body. I'm just like, what? Like, what was the fucking point then?
There was a double. They had to be for lots of scenes. I mean, because there's two of them.
No, but what I'm talking about when there's just one of them on screen is like, what was the point?
To make sure that the
because Ezra was probably not around. Ezra was probably not around for reshoots because he was arrested.
I don't know. Either way, it just looks very bad. Like, people dunked on Ant-Man, rightfully so, but like this CGI was on a whole nother level. I was like, oh my god.
Henry Cavill.
If you watch Matrix Reloaded, like that CGI is what we got here.
Yeah.
And that movie is like 25 years old.
Yeah. It's bad. So, all right. What else do we have? Lastly in the news, I've got the bad news about Spider-Verse. I think we mentioned the Across the Spider-Verse obviously is doing so good. But it's not just this person, but there's a famous leaker on Twitter that actually is really, really credible. Two people actually we follow. But I've seen this now multiple times that Beyond the Spider-Verse will not release March 2024. It's going to get pushed to at least 2025.
Steinfeld said she hasn't even recorded any lines yet.
Yeah. Maybe 2026 actually is what they're looking at. Yeah. And I know the director is just like, dude, we need a break. Like, it was just crunch like crazy.
Video game crunch schedule. It's pretty awful.
Yeah, they're so creative with this movie that they caused too much work for themselves.
I mean, it got delayed a year too. I mean, this was supposed to, like, Beyond the Spider-Verse was supposed to be out this year. So
yeah,
and I think it was worth it. Like, obviously, I mean, not the man hours that people are crunching for, obviously, but like the story and the execution and the things that they needed to get in there, and the fact that we didn't mention this, but they have two versions of this movie in theaters.
Oh yeah, that was wild.
That came out this week. I couldn't believe that. Why release two versions? I think this seems like extra work.
I mean, it's just key sequences. I don't think it's the entire movie.
No, it's not. It's just certain
story-wise. No, it's just well, like there's certain animations that are a little different. There are text bubbles instead of being yellow or blue, stuff like that. It's like little details that you don't even notice. Like, like I think
if I rewatched it, I probably wouldn't even notice until like somebody pointed out and be like, "Oh shit, you're right."
Yeah. No, it's.
What's the reason for doing that then?
I don't know. That's why I don't know.
It's just an artistic thing, whatever.
Yeah, and plus they had to re-release another version with the better audio, which they sent back out to theaters.
Oh, was that what it is?
Well, I don't know if it was that, but I'm just saying, like, there was a reason, for them to have, like, oh, here's another version of this movie, but maybe they tweaked the little things for that too. So
yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I mean, it's basically. Like I said, and Churro, thanks for chiming in too on our chat, by the way, on Twitch. The director is kind of a perfectionist. There was a lot of crunch. A lot of artists were leaving because, I mean, you think about it, they animated so much different styles in this movie. There's just so much artistic style in this movie. It's insane. And even the director's gone on record saying that he's after this, he's not doing another one no matter what. He's done after this anyway. It's so much work involved in these movies. Because of how they've created this universe, this multiverse. And
it's a shame because, like, obviously I love this movie. I love it. But
this is one of my
just like video games, like when we start to talk about the human cost of that, I'm just like, look, I don't know what the difference between this movie as it stands, as it exists right now, and what it would have looked like if it was just regular 40-hour work weeks for these people. But like, I'd like to see because I might be like. Flash. I don't really. You think if they were only working 40 hours instead of 70 hours, it'd look that bad?
I'm saying.
I feel like every entertainment property has been crunched, and we just started to realize it in the last 5 years.
70% of the movie, of the extra time that they're putting in, like that's. it's not insignificant.
No, it's definitely significant. But I'm just saying,
they've already pushed it back. So like, if you want to get this movie with a 40-hour week, you're talking about another 2 years probably.
Ooh, how about like a decade, like a Toy Story sequel or something?
No, I'm just saying if the director's admitting that they are a perfectionist, right? Like that means every single frame's got to be looking a certain way. But I'm just like, what if it was like, I would like to see what they submitted versus like what the director wanted at the end of the day. Because like, if you're gonna tell me, yeah, this is worth people working almost twice as hard, I'd be like, I don't know about that, because really, art is all about that. Like if you commission an artist, like they have different tiers of like what the end product looks like, right? It's like, I hope you guys have seen like the meme where it's like, hey, I'll do like a 5-minute $5 sketch versus yeah, exactly, where it's like a 30-minute one, and then like you do a whole day one, and all those look drastically different. So that's what I'm talking about. Like maybe it's like, hey, instead of working 70 hours, show me what the 50-hour work weeks look like, because I'd be like, yeah, that's pretty good. Like it's still good for me.
Yeah, but and that's where if you have a vision, you're making a movie, and this is like, you're putting your stamp on it. You want, and like the director says, a perfectionist, then you're not.
Sure, but then my challenge would be: are those artists that quit, halfway through the movie, are they being credited?
I don't know.
Because in the video game industry, they usually do not get credited.
Yeah. I mean, I think if they're using their art assets, you'd hope so.
I would hope so, absolutely. But this wouldn't be the first or last time that artists get taken advantage of. So.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all right. That's pretty much it. We're gonna see how this turns out with this. So obviously we got till 2025 at least for this movie. It's not coming out in 2024.
Yeah, don't expect it next year.
Yeah,
which is fine. They've earned it. They've earned it with this. So
sure.
And in fact, if it, like you said, if it allows them to have less crunch and make a better product for people, let's go for it.
I hope they're getting compensated for their work too, because I will definitely be buying this movie. Because
this is.
I already
want to support.
This is one of my greatest movies of all time. This movie for me already.
That's the thing. You gotta speak with your money.
Crazy. Yeah, it's crazy, but it's true. I cannot believe this movie blew like Spider-Man: Homecoming out of the water. Like it blew out like, and that was a great movie. My favorite Spider-Man 2, which didn't age as well as you remember.
Yeah, there's like things that they were doing up until like months before the release too, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's impressive. So all right, well that's gonna wrap up the movie cast, folks. So thanks for tuning in. Once again, we're live streaming on Twitch Tuesday nights starting 8 o'clock. YouTube the following day. Subscribe to both to get the latest and greatest. We are going to the Gamecast. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon. We're out.